things in no particular order because honestly, I'm rushing to get videos done today, and I didn't have time to order them. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and go over these 10 things. If there are any additional items, if you will, that you wanted added to the list, or let's say, hey, Jeremy, I like your 10 things, but here are like 3 that didn't make the list that I would like to see, by all means, go ahead. I mean, there are a lot of characters, so it is a bit difficult to pinpoint everything in 10. I feel like there could be 25 different things. But before moving forward, please take a moment to hit like, hit subscribe, click the bell notification icon, and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post new content to the channel. And follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. All right, let's get into it. Number 1. Well, technically, yeah, I'm just going to list them 10. Number 1, we find out who murdered Denise, because what I don't want to happen is another Amanda from the Haves and Have-Not situation where a character is killed at the ending or mid-season or basically early on in the series, and then it's years later and we still don't know who did the bloody deed. So I hope we find out who actually killed Denise in season 2. Number 2. Now, it's unknown whether or not Jason will actually kill his grandmother based off the trailer with the whole thing involving the private jet and him choking her and opening the emergency window and everything. So if something were to happen to Victoria's mother, I'm pretty dang sure Grandpappy is going to come down from Mount Olympus and unleash some lightning on Jason to get him in line. But even if Maude doesn't actually die, I think Victoria's father needs to make his presence known. Remember, over the phone, Hunter and Victoria got in line. We know how much those two bickered and fought each other, but as soon as his voice came over the phone, he knew, okay, I gotta not act like an asshole for like 30 seconds and talk to this guy like I got some sense. So I hope we are introduced to Victoria's father in season 2. Number 3 is something that honestly might conflict with number 4. So let me just say number 3 and number 4, I feel it's like yin and yang. Number 3, I want ruthless characters to show up. And based on cast interviews and behind the scenes stuff from 2020, that is going to happen this season. Because I just love crossover elements like this, even though it's probably going to break my brain in regards to trying to form a cohesive timeline between both shows. But my number 4 is less characters. It's like, well, Jeremy, you just said you wanted ruthless characters, so that's more characters. So why are you saying less characters? Because the Oval, like, I know I could be over exaggerating here, but I feel like the Oval had like 3 times the number of cast members that Ruthless had in season 1. But I just feel like the Oval just gave us way too many characters way too fast, while Ruthless eased us into, okay, we got the compound, we got the FBI agents, and then we're slowly adding cast members based on the town that's right outside of the compound. But then, you know, when you got the back half of season 1, that's where you added a lot of new characters within the compound itself, but whatever. I just feel like we should also go to number 5, which is a 2-pronged number. Well, a 2-pronged subject. Acting, I hope is better. There were a few characters in season 1, Barry, that fell a bit flat for me. So I hope the performance is better. And then also the pacing, because it is 22 episodes instead of 25. So I'm hoping we're not going to see like 10 episodes be one day and then the other 12 episodes be another day. I don't think we need to rush per se, but we need to pick up the speed just a little bit, because there was only like 2 or 3 days that occurred during season 1 of the Oval. So basically 3, 4, and 5, I want ruthless crossover / characters to show up. I want not as many new characters as season 1 because we got way too many. And then of course I want pacing and acting to be a little bit elevated over season 1. All right, number 6, Nancy's cheating. Basically, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Who was the person that Nancy cheated on Richard with and was the father of Picky? Simple as that. We don't need to drag this on forever. Maybe it's like a mid-season finale revelation, but I hope we find out this season who Nancy cheated on Richard with. Number 7, Jean. I'm pretty sure we're going to find out in tonight's episode whether or not, number one, if she's alive or dead, and number two, justice for Jean, because Jason needs to pay for what he did to my woman. All right, number 8. Number 8 and 9, actually, they could both be right next to each other. 8 is Hunter actually doing president shit. I don't care if it's like giving a speech or actually just doing something other than watching porn. That's pretty much it. Look, I know he's probably, still dealing with Diane threatening to blow everything up via one phone call to kill the administration. Not kill them literally, but destroy the administration. But to actually see Hunter doing like damage control and actually doing his job instead of just lounging around. Because I've seen Ed Quinn in a couple other projects, and I'm not saying he can't act. That's why I'm not saying. I wish we saw Hunter actually doing stuff, So I feel like and I watch interviews. The dude has energy, charisma, personality. It's like I just don't feel like we get that on the Oval. So I hope we see a little more range and actual work that Hunter's doing. Then number 9 is Richard back at the White House, because like I said in my other video, he'll probably want to get away from Nancy if she's not going to tell him about the affair. And it would be pretty cool to see Richard in the craziness that's going on in the White House right now. And then we get to number 10, karma for Kyle. Basically, Kyle, based on the preview, it looks like he's getting a bloody beating. So basically, Kyle getting a taste of his own medicine because of all the hell and, stuff he was raining down in season 1. So again, those are just 10 things I would like to see in season 2. Like I said, there's probably way more than 10. Some of which didn't make the list for me. You can go ahead and chime in the comment section below. And remember, the episode comes out at 10:30 p.m. tonight on BET. And I hope to be doing a live stream right after the episode. So if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal, Cash App, or join Patreon for as little as $1 a month.